parents with children under the age of 5 are now very concerned after the polio vaccine came up and there's now allergic reactions from children who got the jab.
And the Ministry of Health just last week completed the 5th round of its door-to-door immunization drive. But some of the parents who NTV spoke to say their children had started developing itchy and painful rashes after the immunization.
Well, so the question now is the vaccine really safe? Well, the Ministry of Health says it's nothing to worry about. But as Eunice Omolo reports, that's little comfort to the parents whose children have now been affected.
Symptoms persisted. She had vomiting, a lot of vomiting, diarrhea, high fevers. She could not breathe at night. She had foam in her mouth.
It is not the first, but the second time 4-year-old Elizabeth Manyata has had this uncomfortable itch. According to her parents and from the hospital documents NTV saw, it first happened in July, just hours after she'd been immunized in a routine polio vaccination drive. Her parents then dismissed it as a mild reaction, and even though their neighbor's 4-year-old daughter displayed the same reaction to the vaccine, Damien Manyata and his wife ensured that their child was immunized yet again during the latest campaign that just ended last week.
I could not risk her life. Once somebody gets polio, that is it.
The uncontrollable itch and the rashes came back soon after, and now her parents are worried sick.
The child was okay before vaccination, and immediately after the vaccination, she started vomiting. There are so many children who are inside that ward, many of them. So the doctor told me, we are aware of these cases. There is a reaction with this polio, so you have to be admitted.
Jane Gishuki, a resident of Kahawa West, also says she noticed scald-like marks on her niece's skin, which upon drying left scars like this. The rashes started forming after being immunized against polio. Dr. Daniel Langat, in charge of disease surveillance and response in the Ministry of Health, has downplayed concerns about the vaccine safety, saying such reactions are quite common and are just mild.
Just like any other medication, whenever you take any medication, including the vaccines, you will have some mild side effects.
The Ministry of Health has aggressively been going door-to-door in a campaign to ensure all children under the age of 5 are vaccinated against polio, a virus that causes lifetime paralysis.
Sasa daktari ndo akaniambia hii ugonjwa inaitwa hard foot and mouth disease, na sometimes huwa inasababishwa na polio after mtoto amepatiwa polio sasa.
This year there's been 5 polio vaccination drives, and parents are increasingly worried about the vaccine's safety, even though the ministry defends the many as a plus for the vaccine's efficacy.
Kwa hivyo hizi chanjo sisi tumezitilia shaka.
Kidogo miezi miwili sijui miezi kadhaa chanjo za polio.
The issue of being so many campaigns, carrying out so many campaigns, is because following this isolation initially in the month of March, there have been a number of detected cases in Somalia.
Nairobi, Machakos, Kajiado, Isiolo, Wajir, Lamu, Garissa, Mandera, Meru, Kiambu, Tana River and Kitui are considered high-risk counties following a polio risk analysis done routinely in the country. But even as parents from targeted counties raise concerns about their children's reaction to the vaccine, the government insists there's nothing to worry about.
A vaccine that has been tested and found to be safe.
But these assurances are little consolation to these families that have been left nursing their children's scars.
I was actually telling the mother that I don't want her to go through the vaccination again.
Eunice Omolo, NTV, Nairobi.